Okay, welcome to our Youth Advisory Board podcast. This month, the tone of the podcast, the subject of the podcast is about Pride Month. Yeah, woo, yeah. Y'all gonna jump in and celebrate with some moves with me? Woo, yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Well. Oh my God.
Whoa. That was so much excitement. I appreciate all the excitement. All right, so why don't y'all jump in and introduce yourselves? Tell the people who you are, who's who. My name is Mr. Tyrone. I'm the advisor for the Student Advisory Board. I'm glad to do it. I love my teens. Appreciate y'all. So now y'all can jump in and say who you are. Anyone?
Oh, hi. I'm Alex, and I'm 15.
Boom. Alex, 15. Appreciate you being here. Who else is in this podcast right now?
Hi, my name's Kayla, and I'm also 15.
Kayla, 15. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. All right, now who else we got in here?
I'm Garrett, and I'm also 15.
Blah, 15-year-olds. And I'm Tyrone, and I'm 44.
That's awesome.
Nice. Thanks for appreciating my age. I'm so happy to be here. All right, so Pride Month. First, we're going to do this very informally. We're just going to talk about Pride Month, what it means to us, what is Pride Month, all that good stuff. So the first question I have is, what is Pride Month? Anybody want to jump in there and, give the definition of Pride Month?
I think that, Pride Month is like the month to celebrate like your sexuality and your gender and all of that stuff. It's like a big party month.
Big party month. I like it. All right. Anyone have anything they want to add?
Pride Month to me is like the whole LGBTQ plus community and allies of it celebrating gay pride.
Yeah.
And the equality that runs throughout the whole community.
Nice. I appreciate it. Gary, you got anything you want to jump in on there with that? What is Pride Month?
What I think Pride Month is.
Well, you know what? Go ahead, Gary. That's the question. I'm going to redirect. The question is, what does Pride Month mean to you? So, Gary,
This all good. The definition.
No, that's good. We needed the definition. We had to have the definition. So now, Garrett, you jump in with what does Pride Month mean to you? Then we could go back around.
To me, it's a remembrance of what others have done in the past and suffered through being different than others.
Okay.
It's a remembrance to me.
All right. So, because Pride Month can be different for everybody. So, what's it mean to you, Kayla? Kayla?
Say it again. Sorry.
I said, what does Pride Month mean to you personally? Like, what does it mean to you? Not just what the definition is or what the world thinks it is. What does Pride Month mean to you personally?
I have a more sentimental reason for it, but
Go ahead.
Since I am a part of the LGBTQ plus community, it's me personally. I feel like it's a month where me and the people that I love can celebrate who we are,
Right.
and because it's like nobody really there's a lot of people that don't accept the gay pride, so just having a whole month to just not just stop worrying about that and just care for my people, it means a lot.
Absolutely. I'm glad you have that. That's a beautiful thing. And Alex, what does Pride Month mean to you?
To me, Pride Month is a celebration for what Black trans women did for the LGBTQ plus community, because they were the pioneers of all of this, and it just makes me very proud that because of them, like, we're able to have Pride Month now, because if they wouldn't have fought for gay rights, it would still be terrible now. So to me, it's just like I'm just proud of what people have done.
Absolutely. I'm proud of them too. I'm glad they did that, man. So for people that don't know, what exactly did Black trans women do to start it, and why are they the pioneers of Pride Month?
Well, because they were the most hated on group of LGBTQ plus members, because first of all they're Black, second of all they're trans, and they're like, we have enough of this, because they would secretly go into clubs with people who were actually like them, and they would hide away from normal society. But after a while they were just tired of it, and they're like, you know what, I want to start the gay liberation movement. Like Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia, they were like, they just got tired, and then that's how Stonewall happened, and all the important events like that. And that led to the first Pride.
Nice. So does anyone want to jump in and let us know what were the Stonewall riots? Because I know, but maybe everybody, our listening public, doesn't know. So what were the Stonewall riots, if anybody has an answer for that?
The Stonewall riots were basically Black trans women started to riot because they didn't feel like anybody appreciated them, or they were experiencing a lot of abuse publicly and socially, so they started a riot, and people acknowledged that, and they gave the LGBTQ plus community Pride Month.
Yeah, because it was a police raid on Stonewall, and they were like, okay, you're not doing this again, and they just fought back, and Kayla said, they started rioting, throwing stuff.
They had enough. They had
anything
enough
from the police.
I like that. That's good information. So for anybody out there, look up the Stonewall riots to see, the origins of how Pride Month came to be. And so the woman that actually
led the riot, her name was Marsha P. Johnson. I forgot to add that part.
Marsha P. Johnson, pioneer in Pride Month.
Yeah. And the thing is, people only see her as the person who started Stonewall, but before that she was fighting just as hard, and she was always an activist.
She's a civil rights pioneer. That's right, she's a civil rights pioneer, not just a pride pioneer, but a civil rights pioneer. That's
Yeah,
absolutely. Good stuff. So I see. So tell me more about the original pride flag. I know we see the pride flag now, and it's pretty much the rainbow, which is awesome. It's a cool thing. But what was the originator of the pride? What was the original pride flag? Does anyone know? You guys want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Well, go right ahead.
The original pride flag had more colors than the one now. It had teal and pink, and they all symbolized different things. I forgot all of them. I'm gonna find the picture of it.
All right, so cool. So Kayla, you jump in, because I know you had something you want to say about the original pride flag.
Okay, hi.
Hey.
I also was going to say what they meant, but I want to figure out what they mean before I tell you, because they're on the top of my head, but I don't remember, so I'm trying to search it up to figure it out.
Oh, no. Well, you guys take your seconds, take your little time. And so, Garrett, I want to...
I found it.
Oh, you found it super quick, huh? All right, make sure you give credit to wherever you got this information from, all right?
Okay,
gotcha.
So So the black means diversity, the brown means inclusivity, the red means life, the orange means healing, the yellow means sunlight, green nature, the blue harmony, and the purple spirit, and the light blue means magic, and the pink means sexuality.
Nice.
Yeah, because they have the brown and the black for black trans women, and they changed it to just the rainbow for some of the flags, and like some of them's just the rainbow, but then now they have the one with like the chevron stripe, which has the black and brown, and then the blue and the pink because of the trans flag.
Right. Good information, y'all. See, y'all enlightening a lot of people out there. A lot of people, I had no idea about that, so I'm glad y'all brought it to my attention. So, overall, Pride Month matter of fact, I got a question for Garrett. Have you seen anyone celebrate Pride Month locally where you live? Do you see Pride flags out? Do you see it anywhere going on in your community?
No, I don't see it at all.
At all? Not at all? Nowhere?
No, I don't even think I see anything about it at school. I don't think I've seen anything about Pride Month at school at all. Maybe it's because we're in June, everything's winding down, or maybe it's just not as cared for. I don't really know.
Yeah, no one talks about it.
No one talks about Pride Month in none of you guys' schools?
I don't know. I feel like public school, they don't really like to talk about politics and stuff like that of that nature, so they don't put light on it. But my teachers, as like individually, they would say like, "Oh, Happy Pride Month," and we would have like classes on Pride Month. But the whole school wise, no, we would never talk about Pride Month at all.
Yeah,
which is actually kind of messed up, but you know.
What were you saying, Alex?
In my school, they don't talk about it like directly, but like I get to go. I was in Top Club, right? I think you do Top Club.
I do.
Or something.
Shout out to Top Club.
I know, and they talk about it, and that was in my school, and like around my town, I've seen like a few pride flags, but nothing crazy. Like not like a history lesson going like deep into it, just
right.
like little things.
So in you guys' opinion, do you feel like Pride Month has become or is becoming a bigger thing than it was at one time? Because like matter of fact, I got a question for you guys. When did you find out about Pride Month? How old were you? Because you guys are 15 now, so like when did you find out? Were you maybe 10? Not like I don't know. I'm just a question I'm throwing out there.
When I figured out about Pride Month in like 5th grade, maybe.
Right.
And because like everybody was like, "Oh, Happy Pride, Happy Pride." I was like, "Pride about what?" And then they told me, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then 7th grade, I figured out, like, you know. So it's like, "Oh, I'm a part of that. I'm a part of that." So
it became a little more important to you once you. Nah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else? What did you find out about Pride Month? How old were you, or what grade were you in?
I found out about it, I think when I was like, I don't even know, like 11. Because I saw it on TV.
However you get it is a good thing. So, Gary, when did you find out?
I was like, what's that? And I looked it up.
That's cool. Good. Like, see, that's the advantage your generation has. Like, you see something, you could just go on Google and let me find out about this. Like, you guys found out about the original Pride flag in about 10 seconds flat. Impressive, man. Like, we'd had to, when I was little, we would have had to go to like encyclopedias and let's look this up. The information was only in books. Now you guys just it's right at your fingertips. So I encourage you guys to keep using it. Garrett, when did you find out about Pride Month? Sorry to cut you off. Did I cut you off, Alex? You had something to say?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't even know what gay people were until I was like 10.
Wow. Well, you know, when you're young, I mean, I can, is that a conversation you have with a young person? If you guys, so say for instance, you guys are parents do you sit your kids down like, listen, these are like, you know, some conversations you just have when you get older. It's like, would you talk about sex with a kid when you're young? Probably not. Like, it just doesn't come up. You think about all the other stuff. So I understand that. I get it. I get it. Garrett, when did you find out about Pride Month?
I learned about it sometime in middle school.
Middle school. Yeah, so that's pretty much been the common theme. You guys all found out about it in middle school. Good stuff. So, and I think I have 2 more questions for you guys. How can Pride Month become more established in all of your schools? Like, where it's like it becomes a big deal. Why is it important that Pride Month is in all schools, do you think? Because me personally, I think it's because if it was in all schools, people would be a lot more accepting of everybody. So it would be like a thing. But I want you guys' thoughts on it.
I think it should be in all schools because I think people, like kids, they're in that phase when they're going to school, where they're choosing who they want to be. So I think they should have that representation, so they know that that's okay and that's a possibility of what they could or might want to be.
Great point, Garrett. Great point.
I feel like if schools did teach about Pride Month, I feel like middle school, like 6th grade and up, would be a good place to start, because I feel like this is like a popular opinion, but little kids are like very like gullible and impressionable. So if you tell them, so when you tell them about this like all this certain type of stuff, it's gonna like soak into their mind, and then you be like, oh, this is okay, and this is okay, and this is okay. Because I feel like if you be like, oh yeah, girls can be with girls, and boys can be with boys, and and all kinds of stuff, I guarantee a little girl's gonna go kiss another little girl, and then it's gonna be a whole big issue. So I feel like when they're young, when they're old enough to understand,
right,
you can tell them.
What's it called? Like, wait, I just blanked out. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I got it. Okay, I think it should be taught when you're younger, because they teach you about being straight when you're younger. They're like, oh, you have a boyfriend, or vice versa. And I feel like it makes no sense, because it would still be weird if a little girl goes and kisses a boy.
Right.
I think
that's valid.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
I think all you guys have. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry to cut you off. All great points, guys. All great points. All great points. All great points. And the last question I have for you guys is, let's see here. Why isn't Pride Month and sexuality talked about in school as much as it needs to be, in your opinion?
People are afraid of being different, and they see it as like something you keep to yourself and not something to be proud about. Like, people won't just go up to you and be blatantly homophobic as much now, but they shame people, and it's like a big part of who they are. And I think that's why they don't talk about it in school, because it's seen as like inappropriate or something you keep to yourself.
Right. Great answer. Great answer. Thanks, Alex. What are you thinking, Kayla?
Say the question one more time.
Like, why really isn't sexuality and Pride Month talked about more in schools?
Why?
Right.
I feel like same as Alex. Like people are afraid of what might happen. Well, nothing really is gonna happen, but I feel like steering that away from children, like children like my age and like middle schoolers and stuff like that, is like it's not doing them any help, because I feel like once they start teaching about it, some kids are gonna be like, oh, this is why I feel that way, and this is why I feel that way. So like I feel like you're just there, like if you do teach it, you're just gonna help them.
It'll be more divisive, you think? Like it'll turn.
Yeah.
I got you. Valid point. And Garrett, what are you thinking on that?
I don't think it's taken as seriously as like other movements would be. I think people just think of it as, you could be all that, just don't do it around me.
Right.
So I
Yes, exactly.
and it's not big enough to the point where it's like, okay, this is something important that we have to teach, although it's controversial. So I don't think they care as much.
Right. And what do you think that does to like a teen that's feeling those feelings and it's like they have no outlet?
I think it leaves them confused on what they could do or should do.
Right.
Puts them in place.
I think so too. I think it's like
Yeah.
it has to be hard. And those are the, teens we may think of, like for your schoolmates, people you go to school with. Just make sure you try to make it as open and inclusive as possible for everybody. So everybody you can agree, you can disagree, but you can do it respectfully. I think that's what it, has to be. And Pride Month is an opportunity to really learn about something you may not be familiar with, or come out and teach somebody things that you know about that they may not be familiar with. All right, so that's good stuff, y'all. So go ahead, Alex.
Like, you know how they don't teach it in schools? I feel like if they taught it in school, it could be a safe space for like queer people who can't be safe at home. Like,
Right.
if they're learning about it in school and people are accepting of it, they can talk to someone from their school instead of having to be confused and tell their parents because they might not be safe around family.
Right.
And you know how, what's it called? It was seen as like inappropriate, or they don't teach it in schools because it's like a bad thing. And they should, because it's history, and history isn't like perfect. Like, they talk about like the Holocaust and what all the stuff that Hitler did was disgusting, but they still tell you all the details of what happened.
Right. So
And
go ahead, Alex.
no, I was done. I thought of something, but I was like, well, I'm not saying that.
All good. So that was our 20, y'all. So any parting shots, anything you want to say before we leave out Pride Month podcast with the Youth Advisory Board? Great job, you guys. And all I need from you now is, your last little parting thing you want to say to the world in reference to Pride Month, and any shout outs you want to give, anything you want to do. You have the floor. So no one wants the floor?
Bye, guys.
I want to shout you guys out, man. This was awesome. Like, I think you don't realize how important and how influential and how much inspiration you can provide to other people by just being yourselves, coming on, talking about the things you're talking about. Sometimes adults have problems coming on talking about Pride Month, and you guys, 15 years old, can all come on and do it so eloquently. So continue using your voices. Continue using them. I encourage you. I believe in you. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to do moving forward. That's my parting shot. So if you guys are done, if anybody has anything to say, jump in now. And if not, we're signing off.
Bye. Also, happy Pride Month, because it is still Pride Month. So happy Pride. Yeah.
Happy Pride, everybody. That's right. Anyone else?
This was awesome, and thanks for letting us do this, because there's not that many opportunities like this, and it was really fun to talk about this. And happy Pride Month.
You're welcome. And I didn't let you do anything. You guys did it on your own, man. I'm just here. I'm just guiding. That's it. And Garrett, anything from you, good man?
Yeah, all I have to say is just try to be happy. That's all you can do.
That's right. You do your best at being happy. That's right. So
Be yourself.
be yourself, be happy. Whatever makes you happy, it's all good. So we're signing out. Youth Advisory Board Podcast. I think this is the third one. Yeah, you guys are killing it. See y'all next. Well, see you next podcast. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Have a good one. See you later. Bang, bang, bang. I don't know what the bang, bang, bang is for. Just